I still feel, I think a lot of it is mental. I still feel like a kid. I still feel like when I first signed my first record contract when I was 19 years old. I guess music in a way keeps me young and energetic. It truly is. Es la primera vez que tengo el placer de poder cantar aquí en Rabat. En Marruecos he estado varias veces, pero nunca había estado en Rabat. Y yo creo, mañana vamos a recorrer todas las canciones que he hecho del inicio de mi carrera hasta ahora, ¿no? Canciones de Bailamos que saqué como en el 2000, hasta canciones de hace un par de años, bueno, hasta ahora. I loved it. I mean, Casablanca, actually, it's my 5th time in Morocco. I've been to Casablanca, I have been once. To Marrakesh, I have been, to Casablanca, I've been twice. To Marrakesh, I've been twice, and now here in Rabat. Last year was great. The audience was amazing. It was very fast. I came in that day, I sang, and I left right away. I was extremely tired. But the audience was one of the best crowds that I've seen. I mean, hopefully it will. For me, it was a little bit of an experiment because at times, and it wasn't, from a personal level, I always wanted to do it. From a record company point of view, they were a little skeptical in the beginning, but a lot of it had to do with me, who I was working with. For example, Red One, which is from Morocco, during the Euphoria album. I realized when him and I met, about 6 years ago, he spoke perfect Spanish. So we got off to a great start, and we became really, really good friends. And through him and through the album I was making at the time, we spoke about it, and I just thought it was a good idea. I said, why do I? All the times whenever I come up with an album, it's always English and then I separate the Spanish or vice versa this time and see what happens. So it was an experiment, but it worked well, thankfully, you know. But you never know with these things in the music world. But a lot of times when you go against the current, you get it right. Right now I'm at a good place. I think I have some good songs. I'm so tough on myself and so critical because whenever you put out an album, you have to realize that you're going to have to promote it. You're going to have to sing the same songs thousands of times. So if you're not 100% convinced with the album, it's better that you don't put it out. And I'm almost done. I'm almost feel that I'm at that place where I'm ready to put it out, but I still have a few more months to go. But I'm almost there. I read a few weeks ago that I was getting married, and I saw the invitation list, and I didn't even know about it. No, that wasn't true, and that my father was not invited. That wasn't true either, obviously, because there was no wedding. Do I want to have kids? I would. At some point, I would love to have kids. Like I said before, I still feel like I'm a kid myself, which maybe I shouldn't at my age. But the day that I have kids, I feel like I'm gonna have to step back a little bit and not travel as much. Morocco is so close to Spain, and you know, there's such a strong influence there. With Red, what I can tell you is that he is, and not only is he like has he become like my brother. He really came at a point in my career where he was crucial, you know, because I was a little bit, I don't want to say I was lost, but not only did I need a good producer, but I needed a friend that I could work with in the studio. A lot of times you don't realize that when you're in the studio, you're with that person for a whole year, 24, like 18 hours a day. So you need that. You need to feel connected to that person. And Red One to me was so important throughout my career from 2008 till now, because with him, I kind of changed the way I wrote songs. I started writing songs in a different way. I realized that here was a producer that listened to talk about international music. I could listen to, you know, from Moroccan music to Spanish music to French music to Anglo music, all types of music. He was a guy like me that was like a music encyclopedia that liked all types of music. Wasn't just one type of music, one style. He truly is one of the most, if not the most talented producer I've ever worked with, and one of the greatest persons that I've ever met. Hopefully he'll be one of those people one of those persons that's always in my life, not only as a producer, but as a friend. Like I was with him a week ago, and it's like, oh, you're going to Morocco? I'm like, you have to come with me. He's like, unfortunately, he couldn't. But he's like, I was telling him, whether we spoke about this, I go, whether we work together or not, we're always going to be friends.